Hello everyone. We have a sit-down talk today. Immigrant Tales continues. We have a professional social worker here. So he'll be sharing his experience as a new immigrant to Canada and how he became a social worker in Canada. And he's the president of Malayali Social Workers in Canada, MASO organization. Welcome, Joji. Could you please
Thank you.
share your experience to our subscribers and new immigrants here?
Thank you. Thank you, Bijo. Thank you for inviting me to your podcast or channel. So my name is Joji and I live in Whitby. And currently I work with children with the Children's Aid Society of Toronto as a child welfare supervisor. I came here in 2012 as a new immigrant. So I completed master's in social work from India, and I worked there for several years. And before I came here, I was working with the Department of Social Work, Delhi. So when I came here, it was quite challenging to get into a social work field despite my qualification and experience. So I had to go through several survival jobs like working in a gas station, a factory, call center, and after that, I um, went to Toronto Metropolitan University and completed a program for internationally educated social workers. It's a bridging program for people who already completed their masters in social work or bachelors in social work from different countries. So I completed that program, and as part of that program, I did a placement with the Children's Aid Society of Toronto. So while I was doing the placement, I got the opportunity to work with the Children's Aid Society of Ottawa. So I moved to Ottawa for a year and I worked there for a year. Then I had an opportunity to come back to Toronto to work with the Children's Aid Society of Toronto. So I have been working with the Children's Aid Society of Toronto for 10 years. And For last 4 years, I've been working as a child welfare supervisor there. Um, yeah, so that is my
Yes.
journey in short.
Okay,
So
cool. This is a regulated profession in Canada. If somebody wants to become a social worker in Canada, so what's the pathway actually, especially somebody want to switch their profession to social work?
okay, so so um, social work practice is different here, legislation, culture, all different. So when you come to Canada as a social worker, so you have to do your equivalency process, credential assessment process, and that's done by Canadian Association of Social Workers, CASW. So they will conduct the assessment. So you have to submit your transcript, the course description, so a lot of documentation process. So if you go to Canadian Association of Social Workers website, so you can clearly see the steps and requirements for the assessment process. So once the assessment process is completed, they will let you know whether your social work degree is equivalent to Canadian social work degree, or if you want to do additional programs or anything. So they will let you know. And once you get the credential assessment as equivalent to Canadian social work practice, so you you can register with the Ontario College of Social Workers, which is the uh, regulatory body of social workers, like uh, all professional bodies, like nursing and doctors, they all have regulatory bodies like social workers. It's the Ontario College of Social Workers and Social Service Workers. And most of these social work jobs, you require registration. And also, if you want to use the title of a registered social worker, you need to register with the college. So that is the process. And some social work settings, you don't need registration, you can practice as case manager or other roles, but you cannot use a title of social worker. And also, if you work in child welfare, they have their own credential or or requirement process. You have to go through exams or trainings and stuff. So it's different, and so so that is a process. If you are an internationally educated social worker, sometimes when people come here, so they want to work in social work field. So there are different options like um, you can go through a social work degree program here. Like, there are a lot of universities like Toronto Metropolitan University, York University, U of T, different universities. And if you go to their website, they will clearly tell you like what are the requirements, what are the process, what you need if your education is international. So it's very clear process. And also they have open houses you know before every academic year starts. So that's there. And also some people do like some people go back to India and complete their social work degree there, and come here, go through the equivalency process and registration process in order to work here as well. So there are different options, and it's always it's a profession, but at the same time it's a very demanding profession, very complex profession, and you need to be very passionate to do this job because every day, you know, you are interacting with the humans, you're talking about human problems, human issues, trauma. Um, Very, very, you have to be very dedicated and passionate so to do this
Last
work.
question. How much you make as a social worker?
So that's a good question. So social work is a very vast field, right? So social work is work in different settings like child welfare, mental health, correctional setting, hospital social work, immigration, government systems, advocacy, social housing, different settings. So it varies, depends on where you work, and also which setting you work, and also the location, right? Um, so for people working mental health setting, like the salary starts around 60,000 per year. For child welfare, like between 80 to 100,000. So it varies. So you make decent money, not crazy money
Yeah.
like other professions. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a calling actually.
yeah, it is a
Social
calling.
work is a calling. So those who would like to become a social worker, so you can go through the website listed below, and also you can comment down here, and Mr. Georgie also would be there to reply your questions. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. See you next week. Thank you.